I think that non-duality is a state in which you are mutually recognizing that you have the same interests and the same purposes. And it falls apart in the moment when you realize that you do have different interests, right? So if you're competing for the same partner, then your non-duality is going to break down at some level. Unless you basically share your interests again and you decide that this competition is meaningless and there is an optimal solution for the distribution of relationships, right? And you all agree on this in a mutually beneficial way. So it's basically a stance. It's not something that is fundamentally changing the way that you are relating to reality. Once you get to a certain level of awareness, it's a stance that is available to you. So everybody who is able to understand how their self is being constructed, I think, is able to enter this state that people call non-duality. It's just when people do this for the first time, it typically happens in a very protected environment in which there are no conflicting interests, and somebody makes sure that nothing goes wrong. So while you are in that state, you will have to have this state with respect to someone in a given context. And it might fill the entirety of your experience within this context and in that moment. So you don't experience a separation from self and other in that state.
Yeah.
And the question is this model correct? And it's correct if it's a mutual thing. Right? And to the degree that it is mutual, you basically merge into the same control unit. And you can experience being part of the same control.
But there's a risk of divergence of interests, which you feel breaks the non-dual state, the shared non-dual state.
Risk. It might happen, right? You might set up. They might have conflicting interests, and these conflicting interests might emerge at any point.
Okay.
So what you find in practice that people practicing non-duality, they will still have conflicts between each other that will get rid of their non-dual experience.